The 7:30 Project, day 56. I have to laugh, otherwise I will scream. I just recorded this video, got done with it, and after I do that, I always check to make sure that the audio and everything got recorded, and make sure that the cropping is good, like maybe not too much of my top of my head has been cut off. And I realized after I recorded the video that the camera was facing the wrong direction. So, and as I've explained in other videos, I am shooting this on an iPhone, and in order to get 4K resolution, I have to use the back cameras. So I can't actually see, like I'm looking at the cameras right now, I can't see myself. So anyway, and now I have to try to remember what I said in the other video. One thing that I did to show up today was for all of humanity, in essence. I went to the local global climate change strike, and it was not as well attended as I had expected. I was very surprised about this because we have been to several events in the park that this was held in. And usually, I mean, the park is, sections of the park. Now this is a fairly large park, so, I mean, there's a lake in the middle of it, so it gives you an idea. But yeah, just very, very few people there. Now, the event had been going on for a few hours before we got there, and I guess this is going to be a monthly event. So, yeah, and everybody there was painfully aware of how few people were there. And part of it is, I think maybe the word didn't get around that this event was happening. So one woman that we talked to had just found out about it in the middle of the night. I don't know why she was surfing the web in the middle of the night. Does anybody say surfing the web anymore? I don't know. But anyway, it's I think it was a good start. I think there's room for improvement there. And really the thing is, I mean, it's been past the point for a long time where if we don't do something about this, nothing else is going to matter, because we are going to hose ourselves out of a planet. I mean, that's what it comes down to. For a long time, like right around leading up to the year 2012, the end of the Mayan calendar. Not the end of the, well, was it the end of the calendar? It was the end of a solar cycle. There were all these like doomsday type films about, massive weather events and things like that destroying the world, right? Huge climate shift, like flash freezing where a helicopter in the sky, the fuel lines froze in mid-flight and the helicopter went down. It was that cold, the seas rising, and the Statue of Liberty, barely the top of the head is sticking out, and then everything froze over, right? All these kinds of movies where they're promoting doom and gloom. And what I think a lot of people don't realize is that time is now. That's where we are. It's like in Armageddon. The asteroid's on the way, and it's not going to be very long before it hits. We need to take massive, massive action right now. Some people think that we're already past the point of no return. And then you've got Elon Musk and one of his teams working on ways to colonize Mars, colonize the moon, because we're going to need another planet because we're destroying this one rather rapidly. So yeah, I mean, every other way that I've been working on showing up, It's not going to matter if we don't have a place to live, right? So, and that's, that's scary to think about. I think most people don't want to think about it because it is so daunting. It is so overwhelming. But what's the alternative? Do I just, do I sit there watching Netflix and playing Candy Crush as the end of the world is enveloping, me and my loved ones? Or do I get out there and do I try to do something about it? And there's all kinds of things. I mean, my partner, we were talking about this a couple of days ago, and she said, I know for sure that my next car is going to be fully electric. And we love Subarus. And she said Subaru's kind of falling behind with some of their technology, and if they don't catch up, I'm going somewhere else, because there are a lot of other companies that are doing full electric cars that are really good. So, we're all doing our thing, right? And sometimes that thing is making the problem worse. But that's, it's, here's the irony. This video, I'm like rambling on and on, a lot longer than the original video. Climate change, it's real. It's now. It is going to kill all of us. So we need to take action. That's what it comes down to. And I could probably go on ad nauseum for this. Maybe you're already nauseated. But I'm going to leave it for there now. In other news, I'm still continuing to do the things that I need to do. I'm getting better at prioritizing, and I have I have another list. I have digital lists, but this was like a brain dump last night before I went to bed. It's like, oh, I need to do things. And, out of all the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things that I wrote down as being something that I want to address very rapidly. Only one of those got crossed off today. A second one almost got crossed off. There are 3 things on this list about emailing specific people for specific things. And the second person that I was trying to email, I didn't have a cellular data connection, so I couldn't pull up the email that I wanted to reply to. And then the ADD kicked in and I got distracted, and here it is, time for me to sleep, and it's not done yet. So another day. Anyway, now I'm really rambling, probably making no sense. So I will say that is it for day 56, and I will see you back here on day 57.